Okay, so when we talk about current, we talk about the fact that charges are moving through a wire, but there has to be something that gets them to start moving in the first place. If I just hold up a piece of wire, there's no charge moving inside that wire at all. So we need something in order to force the charges to start moving. So what we have to have is a battery of some sort or some source of energy. We have skipped some information here, and so I'm trying to kind of catch you up so that we could get to some of the more practical applications. But what we need is something called a potential difference. And this potential difference is also going to give the charges the energy that they need to move. We talked about conservation of energy before. Things can't just start moving on their own. They have to have a reason to. So essentially what I want you to think of when we have a battery, and again, this is the positive side and this is the negative side of the battery when we draw it in a circuit. Essentially what a battery does is lift the charges from the negative side to the positive side. That's based on conventional current, to give them the energy that they need to fall back to the other side. So the charges have a potential difference across them. We'll talk more about this later, but that is what causes the charges to start moving in the first place. So I want to give you a visual of this. So when I was a little kid, my grandparents had this toy, and I happened to find a video of it. And for some reason, it makes me think of a battery. So I want you to imagine that these little penguins on this little toy are the charges, and imagine that this is the battery. So from conventional current standpoint, we would go from the negative side to the positive side. So imagine this is the negative and this is the positive. And let's watch these little charges. Okay, so there they go. I used to love this as a kid. But anyways, essentially what's happening is the battery is lifting the charges up in order to give them the energy that they need in order to spiral down to the other side. Of course, it's not literally like a waterfall like that or like sliding down a slide, but essentially that's what the battery's role is. If this isn't working, if this isn't here, then obviously that this is not going to work anymore.